When I talk to my kids about what I do, they're not interested in what dollar amount I got in a verdict or a settlement. I mean, that's just a number. What they're interested in and what makes me happy as a lawyer is how I help someone. The focus of everything we do is on the client and providing service to the client and helping them. We've recovered over $400 million. But we don't view ourselves as big dollar lawyers. We view ourselves as caregivers. Now, getting the big results is important. And sometimes to get the big results, you've got to go to war. Okay, you've got to be a warrior. You've got to be courageous. And that's a little bit different from being a caregiver and a helper, but you've got to be both. When you call, we're going to take care of you.
My family was with me in my SUV, and we were returning from lunch on a nice Sunday afternoon. All of a sudden, as we started around this curve on this 2-lane road, I saw this huge pickup truck. And the next thing I knew, basically the world around me exploded. We met with Andrew one morning, and he just told us that he was going to do everything he could for us to bring us back to whole as much as possible. I didn't have to call on them and make sure they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. I feel like Hall and Lampros probably did a better job for me than anybody else I could have selected. And they certainly were thorough and got more from me than I could have ever expected.
What sets Hall and Lampros apart from a lot of other law firms, especially law firms that you may see on TV advertising, is we actually file and try cases. We don't take cases to get a quick settlement that benefits the firm and is not necessarily in the client's best interest. Any case that we accept, we are willing to take it to trial. The insurance companies, the corporate defendants know that we take cases to trial, and they know that if they don't pay our clients what's fair and reasonable, that they will end up in a courtroom in front of a jury.
I had previously set for a bus to come for me. It's a modern mobility bus. It was going to take me to the school I was working with at the time, and all of a sudden there was a loud sound. I looked up, and the driver had hit a vehicle. Of course, I was in a lot of pain, and I was hurting, and I was crying, and I was scared. My wrist was broken, my knee was injured, my back was injured, my neck was injured. I contacted Mr. Andrew and asked him some questions, and I loved what he said. He was very honest. He said that he could help me and my husband. When I initially called Mr. Lampros, he told me that he could do anything that I needed, and that's what he did. I would recommend Hall and Lampros tremendously. There was nothing that came up that they couldn't handle.
When you call, we're going to take care of you.
Our goal at Hall and Lampros to anyone who calls is to always give them the help they need.